There's a specific order you're supposed to activate your FERS, TSP, and Social Security. And most federal employees accidentally do it backwards, which is why so many people retire with less income than they should.
Here's what nobody tells you about TSP and retirement. The strategy that built your balance is not the same strategy that protects and sustains.
Yes,
For 20, 30, or 40 years, you've been told to contribute, diversify, and let it grow. And that works. But once retirement is near, everything changes. Now you need to know how to structure withdrawals so your money lasts, whether to keep your TSP in government funds or move to an IRA for more control, how much risk you can afford when you're no longer adding contributions, how to coordinate TSP distributions with your FERS, pension, and Social Security so you're not overpaying in taxes or leaving money on the table. And yet, most federal employees try to DIY this unwind, only to discover years later where their strategy went wrong. The reality is, most federal employees never get clear guidance. Some end up pulling 5 to 6% a year from their TSP because it feels about right, without realizing how fast that can drain the balance. Others underestimate the impact of taxes and don't see that every extra dollar they withdraw can quietly push more of their pension and Social Security into higher tax brackets. Over time, that combination, too high withdrawals, the wrong mix of funds, and no written strategy can turn a solid TSP into a source of stress instead of security. That's why we've created a free 30-minute consultation specifically for federal employees like you. Our free 30-minute consultation gives you a clear, personalized roadmap for your TSP, FERS, and Social Security. No sales pitch, just straight focus.
Come on, there's like, look, here, still. Please stop. Gosh. That was nice.
She prayed that God would take her life. Literally, you were that sick. You had so many things going on, and you came up to me today in tears, and you said, Dr. Horn, thank you. You gave me my life back. And it touched me, and I said, you need to tell people the story.
I locked this temple, so none may exit without permission. Noted be in the name of Jesus Christ. By the power of the light, this temple is sealed.
And then after that, they diagnosed me with the Big C. And then Big C came back again 4 years later with a massive treatment for that. And then 2.5 years ago, I started with rashes and then joint pain, which then went into muscle pain and bone pain. And I was hurting all day, all night. So it was just getting worse and worse and worse. And then my shoulders and hips got working properly. So I bent down to get something out of the oven. I would fall, and I just could not lift it back up. I could do the counter to pull myself up. My shoulders were killing me. So as of December of just this last year, I was waiting for my husband to find me for the hospital. And that's when my cognitive outlook came up, and I just said, I can't do this anymore.
Okay, they're begging for the money. I am too. Okay, so what happened? What shifted? How? This is going to give anybody hope listening to this, because what possibly made you this? I saw your before and after picture, and maybe we can put it up. It was strengthened. I said, I couldn't imagine you could have done heavier, but I saw a sick woman in that picture. What did you do?
So in February of this year, I found you in the middle of the night. I was literally up crying and praying until my family slept because I was
Okay, by the way, the same level on the tip below. It is the same one you found. Go ahead.
And when you explain yourself, I had this aha moment. This is what's the new. This is the thing that no one ever addressed me before. And I reached out in February, and I started this process.
I lock this tent so none may exit without permission.
I could hardly walk.
Note it be in the name of Jesus Christ, by the power of the light.
That's amazing.
This
The first
tin
time that I
can
ran
is
it, I
sealed.
literally, just in the middle of it, just got on my knees in the middle of the trail and just cried and prayed in gratitude. I just could not believe that my life was this.
I'm telling you, I mean, you gave so much. Thank you for doing this because so many people have helped. But the thing is, and I've trained doctors, and you've probably heard me say it even today here. If someone's not getting well because they just haven't got to the cause. That was your case with you, and the cause isn't what you think. So thank you for sharing. I know they're thanking you. Yeah, do what she did. Watch the training.
I lock this tent full so none may exit without permission. Note it be in the name of Jesus Christ, by the power of the light. This tent is sealed.